Hi guys, this is Fancy Stitches and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. And in today's tutorial I'll be making this beautiful MILKMAID tube top. And guys, if you love what you're seeing, don't forget to hit on the subscription button, subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell for more of my videos, like, comment, and also share with your friends. So guys, let's get into it. I will start by taking my vertical body measurement, which is subtracting 5 inch from the shoulder. Then from my shoulder to my bust measurement is 9 inches, to my underbust is 12.5 inches, and to the waistline is 15.5 inches. After taking my point, I'll go ahead now and draw a horizontal lines across my marked points. Then I went ahead to label my horizontal lines accordingly, which is my bust line, my underbust line, and my waist line. For my chest line, I went up by 1 inch, and that is because I'm a size 8 person, and if you are a big size you can go ahead with what you already have. So I went up by 1 inch, and I'm going to draw an horizontal line to connect the point. Okay, so guys, the next thing I will do here is to take my basic body's measurement, and to start up with that I have to divide my bust circumference by 4, which is 36 inches divided by 4 will give me 9 inches. And I went ahead to mark my 9 inches and gave about 6 inches allowance for my gathers, for my bustier gathers. Okay, so here I'll be marking my 6 inches points. Also, I went ahead to use my bust measurement at my under bust just the same way, 9 inches, and also add extra 6 inches allowance to it. Okay, for the neckline width I used about 6 inches and also added extra 6 inches allowance to it, also for my gathers. Okay, then for the chest line, I went ahead to use my bust measurement just the same way I marked for my bust measurement. Okay, then I went ahead to connect all the whole points starting from my neckline down to the under bust line. Then I went ahead to cut out the upper body, which is the upper body that I'll be making my gathers on. I went ahead to cut it out, leaving out the waist. Okay, then for the waist, what I did here was just my waist circumference, which is 29 inches divided by 4 will give me 7.2. Then I went ahead to mark my point and added extra 2 inches allowance to it. Okay, I went ahead to draw a straight line and as well cut it out. That is for my waist. Okay, so guys, I went ahead to use my pattern paper to cut it out on my fabric, leaving about ½ inch for my sewing allowance. All right, so guys, I opened it up to give you some tips on how it's going to look after you are done with your gathers, and also the waistband. You can see it over here. I cutted the waistband together both with the lining. I don't want to be sewing the down area of my waistband. Okay, so this is the tip on how it's going to look after you are done with your gathers and also joining the waistline. Okay, after that I went ahead to cut another piece of my upper tube lining, which will make my gathers more easier. Okay, I will place my two bodies together, and to take it to my sewing machine I have to sew from the armhole, then leaving a little opening at the shoulder edges. Okay, so guys, I'm done with the stitching up of my two body, which you can see here, the upper area starting from the armhole. And I also showed you guys that I'll be leaving a little space that my tie rope is going to pass through. Okay, and the next thing here is to attach the loops to the tube body. Okay, and the tube body is going to have 3 loops at each side. Then the next thing here is to go ahead now and attach my loops to the tube bodies. Okay, and the loops is about 2 inches of length. Okay, for the tube waistband I'm also going to attach 2 loops at each side of my band. Okay, so guys, I'm done with the fixing of my loops. You can see that, and each spacing I gave about 1.5 inch for each spacing. And the next thing here is to make my gathers. All right, to make my gathers, the next step that I'm going to take here is to fold my fabric into 2 and mark out the 6 inches extra allowance that I gave. So here that is what I'll be using to make my gathers, and if you unfold it, it's going to be 12 inches. So I'll be making my gathers using the 12 inches. All right, so guys, as you can see right here, I'm making my gathers on my 12 inches space. All right, after making my gathers, I went ahead to place my waistband to the tube to my tube to make sure it rhymes with the upper tube. Then I'm going to go ahead and stitch it up using my sewing machine, and also top stitch at the neckline, and that will be the final step for this tutorial. Okay, so guys, this is what I have finally, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and also share with your friends. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate.